That's right, Jimma Jammas. Welcome back to Pop Culture on News Talk 1290 CJBK. I don't know, that just music was very funky and maybe call everybody Jimma Jammas. I don't know why. Yeah, brought me back to 1992 on that one. Uh, anyway, welcome back to the show. Make sure you check out our Facebook fan page. Neil, tell them all about it. And win stuff. Yes, we can officially say that now because we've had a contest. So, two of them actually. Yes, so yeah, and so yeah, you never know. So make sure you like our Facebook fan page. That's all. It's pretty simple. At Pop Culture Canada. That's what you type in the search box. Go there, like it. It's pretty simple. And yes, make sure you check us out at Shock Stock this week too. Weekend. It's not during the week; it's the weekend. So we'll be there kind of off and off periodically throughout the weekend. So if you see us with lanyards, one that says Greg and another one that says Neil, that has like CTV and our Virgin Radio and all the Bell Media properties on it, that's us. Because other than that, because we're on radio, so how does people know what we look like? I don't know. That much is true. Okay, you could sure you could do that. All right, so we're going to talk as I said we were, and we will, and we're going to do that now. Okay, so there was, as every week, there's always trailers coming out. And the big ones that fell this week were Dark Tower, Stephen King's Dark Tower, the film adaptation of a very successful book that I have not read, and it's kind of for Stephen King. It's seems pretty cool. It's different. It's not. It's like a whole. Anyway, I said it's like it's the Stephen King's version of Neverending Story. Where it's like, there's this whole other world and they cross worlds and all this stuff, and anyway, whatever. A very, very loose, very. Yeah, that's right. Also, The Defenders finally have a trailer that came out, and that's pretty cool. So we got to see, how that's going to all happen. The big TV, or not TV, the big Netflix event series. Yeah, this was a full-on trailer, and it was pretty cool. And also the teaser kind of slash trailer for Dunkirk, which is coming out in June as well, which is about the World War II just crazy ambush that happened on in Dunkirk beaches. Anyway, check the history books. Yes, it is. Yeah, Christopher Nolan, and a lot of it was filmed in IMAX, so you definitely want to check it in IMAX and probably IMAX 3D because it was filmed that way. And also, Colossal. There's a movie coming out called Colossal that is, what's his name? Okay, so anyway, it's Anne Hathaway. She's the main character in that, but it's also Jason Sudeikis is the co-star in that. And she finds out that she's controlling a monster with her emotions across the world, and like, I don't know, in Europe or something like that. And she doesn't find out until she's watching the news and realizes that she's having a spaz, and there's somebody on the other end, or she's watching on TV and she sees that this monster's doing the exact same thing, so she realizes she's controlling this monster with her emotions. And then Jason Sudeikis is a giant robot, and they have a fight. Yeah, it's called Colossal, so that's coming out. That's as much as pretty much, yes, yeah. And It Comes at Night, Joel Egerton movie. That's yeah. It just looks. It has a very M. Night Shyamalan kind of feel to it, like The Village. Like everybody get inside, and you got to keep the door locked, and they find the doors open, and so somebody got inside the house, and it's a creature. I don't know. They did a good job with the trailer, keeping it, kind of like what is going on. So that dropped as well. So that's pretty much it for trailers. There's little clips and interviews and this, that, and the other. Just go to YouTube and just type in trailers, and it's always kind of comes up with the biggest ones that have dropped for the week. And yeah, so we're gonna switch things up to. Okay, so games Prey was just released today. Prey today released. So I'm sure by now there's some reviews up. Check them out. It's supposed to be the game that's that's dropped. I don't know too much about it. I remember there was. Yeah, it's just been talking. Anyway, so Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is got some DLC coming out. So one that's dropping in summer. It's called Master. Was it Master Trials? The Master Trials is what it's called, and it's 2 downloadable pieces of content. One that drops in the summer, and then one that will drop probably closer to Christmas. But you buy them both for $19.99 US, so it could be $24.99 here in Canada. You get the first one that drops in the summer, and then automatically you are able to download the next one. So it's kind of cool. Instead of making you pay $9.99 for each, you pay $19.99. You play the one that's available in the summer, and then you wait for winter, and then kind of bonus, you've already paid for it. You can download the second piece of downloadable content for Legend of Zelda. So there we go. Not that that game wasn't enough. They've got downloadable content coming. So, jeez, like they needed. Joker kind of got mixed reviews for Injustice 2. He was revealed as, yeah, very Jared Leto-ish. So people are kind of like, oh, so, but then, of course, the developer's like, there is other costumes that that's not the only way he looks in it. So everybody's like, oh, we don't want that. We want the classic look. And so anyway, there is kind of that. There is other downloadable skins available. So quit your whining. Anyway, and no big surprise that that the big game is what was it? It was released last week. It was at Nightmares. It was called Nightmare something or other. Anyway, I can't remember. It was 8.8. It's number 2, and it did very, very well. It's a good story. Nightmare something or anyway. It was on last week's show. I can't remember. Oh well. Yes. So yeah, it was just. But I remember reading it. We were looking at it. It looked really kind of Tim Burton-ish, kind of creepy looking, but apparently it's as good as it looked. Okay, so let's talk about, and this is a new feature. Okay, so this week, literally tomorrow, is Free Comic Book Day right here in London and across the country. Really, it doesn't. If you don't live in London, that's too bad, because I think we're probably one of the cities that really, really cranks it up for Free Comic Book Day, because we have like 5 or 6 comic book shops alone in the city. And they're in I'd say about a cluster of 4 of them are right together in walking distance in downtown London. So what they do is they close off Dundas Street between Richmond and I can't remember the other street. Anyway, they close a section of it off where like Heroes is and all that. And they really, really had an awesome display last year. There was booths there. There's stuff for kids to do. The Batmobile was there. The Ecto one from the Nomad Ghostbusters, I believe, that were there, and just a bunch of people in cosplay as well. Kids get their face painted, and of course the whole point is to get free comic books. And depending on where you go, sometimes you're allowed 2 or 3. And one bonus about having a kid, that means I get 4 or 6 because he counts as another person. So I get to get twice as many free comic books. Bonus of having kids. There's plenty out there, and that's one of them. So, and of course, he has a great time. He went to the Halloween one. So he hasn't been to the main one yet, so it's going to be pretty fun. So I'll be taking them to that tomorrow, weather permitting. If we, even if we can just run into, LA Mood and Heroes and grab some free comics, then that's good enough. If it's raining, it won't be too much going out on the street, but... Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. So, yes, if you are into that, there's so much going on. It's an event in itself. Free Comic Book Day tomorrow in downtown London. Obviously, the early bird catches the worm, so I would suggest if you really are a keener go down there, between 8 and 9, and because there will be lineups for the big comic book shop. So, and make a plan. There's also they're handing out little booklets where you can get stamps from the different comic book shops, and you can win, enter for prizes and stuff as well. So it's kind of like not a scavenger hunt, but go from store to store and get it stamped, and you officially entered. So it's pretty cool. It's just a good way to spend time with friends and family, and it's all free. It literally is free. Well, except for the parking downtown, but that's a whole other issue unto itself. Yes, there's one that's piqued my interest as well, and I can't remember what it was. Now I've totally lost it. But it was one that I kind of like, oh, cool, and now I've obviously forgot it. So it's really important, apparently. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we have a replay of the interview with Jake from Shockstock, as that is happening this weekend. And if you don't know about it, it's another opportunity to find out what is happening literally right now and tomorrow and Sunday at the Ramada Inn. So make sure you stay tuned for that right here on News Talk 1290 CJBK.